From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Motion man is Schwartz. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Dolphins hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They're going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there. Let's go.
The leading rusher in NCAA history from Youngstown State. Here's Jaleel McLaughlin. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And they needed to be, because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well. And that's what they did in their last game.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. The give is to McLaughlin. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Miami defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got an open man at Schwartz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Yeah, to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked. First, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On the handoff, McLaughlin, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, and I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Carry from McLaughlin. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7, Dolphins nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Solo left Zion. Hey, 21 TX. Turbo 1, hard.
Here's Tua. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
21G, 21G.
From the gun, it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A well Executed 22-yard gain.
Nobody had more speed on offense last season than Miami, and Waddle might be the fastest player on that unit. Led the NFL with over 18 yards per catch and was in the top 10 in yards.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. John Franklin Myers. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Long. 20, TX. Watson, Oscar.
Tua going to throw. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Go ahead.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On play action, here's Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
Right here. Number 1. Let's go.
Now Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, Nix. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
In motion, Hill. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
All right, let's go.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jonnu Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Broncos in their hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. On 1st and 10, Nix. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. And he goes out right around the 39.
39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. And now the rookie's free. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 20. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Throwing on first down. Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's McLaughlin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's McLaughlin. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, That's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. It's a big play here for Miami. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Motion man is Schwartz. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, McLaughlin. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
21G, 21G. Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and down he goes. Baron Browning. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion. Hey, hey.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Go ahead. All right, let's go.
Now back to throw. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 14-7. And able to get this out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They go play action here on 1st down. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running left, Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
21G, 21G.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
At the 1-yard line.
Quick throw complete. Touchdown! His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on second down. Nix. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's McLaughlin. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And now an audible here into something else.
On third down, McLaughlin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Right back to him on first down. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 7-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Broncos 14.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games.